Peace in a real way. Yo, to my newly conscious people, right? Who feel compelled to research ancient arts, occult sciences, things of that nature, right? Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. You've been asleep longer than you've been awake. So with that said, you should have a certain amount of respect in regard to how you engage in these matters. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm not even talking about how other motherfuckers will be on some spooky shit, like, oh, you unlocking demons. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't believe in none of that shit. My thing is, there is a method to attaining all types of knowledge. You know, there's a methodology to attaining every type of knowledge correctly. And if you are not willing to do what it takes, sacrifice what it what it needs, whatever time, whatever money, sometimes travel, in order to learn these arts, these sciences, the steps in a correct manner, then don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many of y'all want to grab a fucking deck of cards and think you know some fucking thing based upon the book that the cards came with. Nah. Like, find out who does that. You know what I'm saying? And it might take a long ass time to find somebody who genuinely does that. You know what I mean? Find a motherfucker who from a long line of healers, or, you know, some real shit. Like, not some motherfucker who just, you know, got to some phase where they wanted to cut off all their hair and now they feel like they fucking, you know, deeper than they was before, or, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, and this is not no shot at them, because every fruit ripens at its own time. But my thing is, don't play with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with yourself. You know, like, there's only but so much you can intuit. There's only but so much that will spark in you intrinsically. Like, how can, like, you know, come on, let's, like I said, just be respectful of not only yourself, but the people that came before you. Like, they put in time, blood, literally, sweat equity to protect certain things in a certain way so that they could be here for you. You know, so for you to just pick up the book, you know, that might be written by the enemy, or, you know, some motherfucker who got the wrong interpretation of what it is we do and we did, you know, it's a slap in the face. So if you really what you say you are, don't be afraid to go to the motherfuckers that do that shit and sit at the feet of the masters and request to be taught. And fix your ego enough, develop your ego enough to possibly be rejected. Because you might not be there for the right reasons. And those type of people can detect it. Yeah, like, I remember there was a time when people were angry because someone had put 120 on online. Like, oh, they got the lessons online. And I realized, you know, over time that it doesn't matter if the lessons are online, because of how we teach. There are rules and guidelines, and I'm gonna be honest with you, even traps set for those who take things on face value and haven't gotten this information in the proper tradition. You know what I'm saying? You can't just read this shit and know what we know. Somebody has to walk with you. So you know, I have a phrase, I'm not going to share that with y'all. But anyway, in order to get certain places, you just have to take certain measures. Like, it just is what it is. And if you don't have what it takes, that's fine. That's fine. But everything requires some sort of obligation. Everything requires some sort of obligation. Everything requires some sort of sacrifice where you have to give up your time or your energy or your, and I know sacrifice was a buzzword for some of you motherfuckers who still believe. Yo, and let's go further. I'm going to spin off. This is on a tangent, but this is relative, right? For each of you motherfuckers that associate any sort of black or success to a devil or a secret society ran by devils, or to, anything else other than the fucking greatness that we are, that's what real devil worship is. That's what real devil worship is. You can't even see the greatness of your own people without associating that shit to some evil. That's what real devil worship is. Because in all actuality, never mind, I'm gonna go, that's something else. But yeah, that's what real devil worship is. Yeah. But like I said, man, yo, if you wanna uncover some shit about whatever, the stones, the crystals, man, like I see motherfuckers try to say, oh well, when you go to heaven and you think, your crystals was gonna save you some shit, like, but you're presuming there's a motherfucking God waiting for you in heaven. Like, it's so funny. Like, now motherfuckers is doing, what's the shit? Belief Olympics. My God is bigger than your God. Why? Because a white person gave it to you? That shit is deep, yo. We fucked up. We fucked up. But yo, this is the same power is in her stones that's in your motherfucking cross, nigga. Now I'm on it. Same power is in that motherfucking in that book that's owned, that the motherfucking copyright is owned by the British I think it's the British publishing house or whatever it is. Yeah. If there's any power in that book, then it's power in the motherfucking rocks that she found. You know what I mean? At least them rocks come from nature. Shit. Anything inorganic was organic at some point, so at least that rock used to be alive. That book was never fucking living. That book is for the dead. That's why they gave it to the Negro. Because they need to grow, and they never grow. You know what I'm saying? They caught us in a state of death. Mental death. But see, there is a chance for mental death. There's just no chance to recover from a physical death. But that's for some, that's for the advanced class. But peace.